welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this Parallel Universe series in Football Manager 2020. Today we're starting off with Juventus taking on Bologna in Serie A, and coming up later on in the video, Real Madrid are the visitors to Camp Nou as the clasico kicks off the 2024. It's it's going to be a mental video. You can see we've already got some results. Inter have won, Milan have won. So yeah, we've got a few bits to go through with Juve. First of all, we'll just get into the results since the last episode, and it was mental. We went away to one of our affiliate clubs, Sassuolo, and destroyed them 9-0. Hat-tricks for Bernardeschi and Victor Fischer, a brace for Bruno Fernandes, and a goal for Emre Can as well. It was one of those games where I wanted double figures, and you thought it was going to be double figures, but we had, I mean, it was just ridiculous. And funnily enough, we played them then in a friendly and only beat them 1-0 with a stoppage time goal. Go figure. I didn't take control of the two friendlies. I just wanted to get through to this Bologna game. So yeah, just that one to catch up on. Before we get to the game though, yeah, there's one or two little things going on. So firstly, we've had to sell one or two players. Nobody is coming yet. So we've sold Enis Bardi because he wanted some game time, and I think he said he wanted to go out on loan. I said I'm going to sell you instead. He was fine with that. So we managed to get 21.5 million from Dynamo Kiev. Alexandro came back from loan. He was in the final 6 months of his contract. He'd said he was homesick before. And then we loaned him to Atletico Paranaense, I think. Is it up there somewhere? It might be up here somewhere if I can find it. Maybe it isn't. Doesn't really matter. But he went back to Brazil somewhere. And he came back and he didn't seem to be homesick anymore. But he was on a lot of money, and I just transsolicited him. And Paris Saint-Germain came in and gave us 10 million straight cash. Happy days. That was the asking. I offered him out, and that was the asking price. So that's good. But the problem is, the finances of the club, shockingly, at Juventus, are a little bit dodgy. Only 35% of transfer revenue is now available, so we've got less than 10 million in the wage budget. We're well under, in the transfer budget, sorry, we're well under on the wage budget, but we're all of a sudden 63.5 million in debt, and it was, the board came and said, we're reducing the transfer budget down to about 500,000, so that's why we're back up at just under 10 because of those player sales. And there has been a couple of news items about a potential takeover as well. Now, I've not heard anything about that for a good few weeks in the game. I have meant to mention it before. So, yeah, I don't really know what's going on at the club. Murky finances at Juventus. Who would have thought it? But yeah, that's the state of play at the minute. So this is the team that we're going with for this game against Bologna, hoping to continue that goal-scoring form. Incidentally, Haaland was injured for that 9-0 win in Sassuolo. Otherwise, we might have got more. But he's back. He's in the team today. Josip Brekalo is back from injury, so we're going to give him a good amount of game time here as well. Bruno Fernandes, I've started playing in this role here because he started playing really, really well in that role there. Look at it, 8.36 over his last 5 games. Assists galore. He's just been killing it in that role. Wojciech Szczesny is just a little bit injured. He's only out for about a day, I think. If the game had been tomorrow, he could have probably played it. But I was already going to play Christian Aguero anyway because he's been training really, really well. His stats have rocketed. So I was always going to give him this game anyway. So yeah, that's really the state of play here. Andreas Christensen picked up an injury as well, so he's out. And yeah, it's been... It's not going to be a very busy transfer window for us, I don't think, unless some players leave, and there aren't any teams interested in our players as things stand. I think Ranocchia, is the only one that's interested, but he is worth 40-odd million. And there's a goal from Erling Haaland. He's in after 7 minutes. I am praying for a goal fest here. I really am. After that 9-0. I'm really hoping for a goal fest. He's done well there. He's come all the way through. He's watched it all the way and smashed it in. And it's an assist immediately for Federico Bernardeschi as well. So yeah, unless we raise some money, there's going to be no signings, I don't think. I mean, I don't really need any, to be honest. The squad is fantastic. As Antoine Griezmann steals it, and he's smashed it goals. It's a good save. He hasn't scored for a little while, Griezmann, actually, but he's been doing all right. He's been playing pretty well. As Haaland heads wide from the goal kick, from the corner, sorry, it's gone for a goal kick, is what I meant to say. I think we're the only game on at the minute. We are. So we'll have the league. No, we won't have the league table because we know if we win, we're going to be 8 points clear. So we'll have the focus of attacks up. Why not? Corner for Bernardeschi, headed away. Brekalo. Back to Bernardeschi and Griezmann. Oh, it's a lovely reverse pass for Bernardeschi. He's going all the way. Oh, it's a good hit. And a very, not sure. I've got a feeling that hit the post. Got a feeling that hit the post. That's a shame. That's unlucky. 2 bookings apiece now. From 4 fouls apiece. That is a card-happy ref. Right, let's drop a little get creative. Because they've just had a decent team talk go through. Oh, God, that didn't go well. It's inspired a centre-back and a left-back and a goalkeeper to get creative. Good stuff. I think in that 9-0 as well, I think Luca Pellegrini from left-back got 3 assists, I think, in that game. He was phenomenal down the left wing. Just kept crossing it. And I think, in fact, he set up all of Bernardeschi's goals. I think he just crossed it to the back stick all the time. And Bernardeschi just nodded them in for fun. It was quite a remarkable thing to see. Right, we're not getting the goal fest I was hoping for. But I am assertively saying you've played well, but there is still room for improvement. Didn't go down particularly well. Come on, I want more than one. I want more than one. Building up to the Clasico, boys. Come on, you're warming up for the Clasico. Wow. Bologna's foul count has shot up. There are a lot of yellow cards in this game. Shame there aren't many goals or highlights. Oh, here we go. Highlights. Carvajal with the throw to Griezmann. Ranocchia plays it across. And Brekalo scores on his return to the team. And it's Filippo Ranocchio, the one that I said was it attracted interest. And I can't remember who. I think it might actually be from Barcelona in this save. In this half of the universe. And he's worth about 45 million, I think. So I will sell him if the offer comes. But that's a really good finish from Brekalo on his return to the team. That's daylight. That should be the points. Good tackle from Regani. Bernardeschi. Oh, that is calm play. Lovely ball to Bruno Fernandes, who finds Brekalo. Great tackle on him, though, and we've lost it in midfield. Get it back. Come on, get it off from there, and we're in. Nope, they're in. It's Olsen into the area. And Aguero stands big and makes the save. And a team on FM did not score their first shot on target against us. Come on. Corner comes in from Olsen and it's a handball. Wow. They've had 5 yellow cards now. I mean, we've had 3. That's mental, isn't it? Better do a bit of damage limitation here then, I think. We'll bring Pedro Porro on because he could do with a bit of game time. And do we have Giuseppe Fabri? No, I think he's injured. And we don't have De Sciglio on the bench. Ah, that's annoying. So Pellegrini's going to have to see out the game. Bruno Fernandes can come off, though, for Pjanic, who can take over the set-piece duties. And I think we'll leave it at that. The other one I'd maybe want to bring on would be Javier Gatti again. But I might do that in about 10 minutes' time, depending on what happens. Going to drop a little demand more in there. As we have a highlight coming. Pedro Porro throws into Griezmann. Bernardeschi. Oh, we've lost it. Oh, we've got it back. Some ricochet City going on there. Ranocchia's going to hit one. Oh, I thought that was arrowing in. Flashes wide. It was a good hit. And we're straight back in from the goal kick. And it's not a good one, is it? Haaland tackle, though. Thumping challenge on him. Played forward. Regani wins it in the... Well, doesn't win it in the air. It was a free header. Bernardeschi to Griezmann. Pjanic. Overlap on the left. Here we go. Pellegrini. Pjanic. Brekalo. Oh, I thought Haaland was going to get to that. That seemed to be on a plate for Haaland. The guy's like 7 foot tall. How did he not get on that? Pjanic. Lovely ball. It was always on for Pellegrini. Oh, he's going all the way. Has he hit the post now? Did that come off the post as well? Oh, I don't really know what they're showing that for. Did the keeper save that then? That was a bit bizarre. Right, we will make the final change. I do want to bring on Javier Gatti, if I'm being brutally honest. So I'm going to do. And I'm going to bring him on for Griezmann. Because, yeah, why not? Javier Gatti comes on. It's a comfortable business-like win. It's solid. It's unspectacular. It should have been more comfortable than it is. But it's going to put us 8 points clear. It's going to mean that we've still only lost one game all season. That shocker to Inter. And, well, I say we should. I'll get a bit twitchy if they get one back here. It's headed away by Diallo, though. Great header, and Brekalo will lead the counter. Hits it into the channel for Haaland. Whips it across. It's not going to reach Bernardeschi, but Porro puts it back in, and Haaland is there! And it's in! And the taskbar has just cropped up there, and it's off. It's offside. It's not going to count. Oh, the armpit. It's the armpit again. Just ridiculous, these offsides. They really are. Right, that is it. Not spectacular. Not 9-0. But a win's a win's a win. A good win, boys. That's all we can say about it. It's a solid win. We're 8 points clear at not even the halfway stage yet. We've got 21 games still to play. And we're 8 points clear. It's going to take some big collapse, I think, because we're just killing it at the minute. Plus 44 goal difference. I mean, it's more than double anybody else's. Milan are the closest to us. I mean, it's going really well. But the transfer window, yeah, that's going to be really interesting. But speaking of transfers, let's get over to see what's happening in Barcelona. Okay, so it's not transfer news. It's maybe something would happen. Kylian Mbappe. This is going to be the last season of Parallel Universe. It's going to be the only season of Parallel Universe, as it turns out. Of course, Football Manager 21 is coming out in a few weeks. In November 24th. So the beta is going to be out at least no later than the 7th, not the 7th, the 10th. Couldn't do maths then, because it's at least 2 weeks before the full game. So there's going to be no time to do another season after this one. And we've got a lot of money sitting in the bank. We've had a lot of money sitting in the bank the whole 5 years of this save. And if we can do it, why not? It'd be an interesting 6 months if we did get him in. Obviously, they don't want to sell him. We did suggest an offer of 300 million, straight cash. They told us to do one, understandably so. It does say he'd want up to like over $500,000 a week, but we have got that in the wage budget. He is extremely interested in the move. As you can see, we've got 331 in the transfer kitty, and we do have like $500,000 spare in the wage budget. So from that side, we could get it done. The only problem's going to be is raise. I don't know how much you have to pay to get him. I've never seen him move in any of my saves on FM20, so I have no idea how much. Let me know in the comments if you've seen him move. How much am I going to have to pay for him? The one player that I'd be tempted to maybe sell to raise some funds would maybe be Dani Olmo. I love him, but again, do you know what I mean? Why not for the save? Ricky Puig is wanted. We've got a couple of youngsters wanted as well, so. Maybe. It probably won't happen. And I wouldn't just sell players for the sake of it. I would know what was coming in, and then we would, try and make an offer as well and see how much we're going to have to spend. We did draw 0-0 against Eibar in our only game between last episode and this. It was 0-0 away from home. It was one of those games where you could tell from a very, very early point in the game, around about the 25th minute, I think it was, Horacio Murillo absolutely leathered a shot from across from like 6 or 8 yards out, and the keeper just like held it, didn't parry it, he just held it. And from then on, I think just after that there was a header went over from a corner or something, and you just knew from then on it was either going to be 0-0 or Eibar were going to FM it and win 1-0. Thankfully we got the point. So bottom line is we are 8 points clear. So it's kind of a non-event and kind of huge at the same time, which is kind of weird because obviously if we win it, we go 11 clear, and we've been top from week 1, and you can't see us losing that. If Real Madrid win it, it cuts the gap to 5, and they have a crucial away win in the head-to-head. So it would make things interesting if they did win it. Obviously, hoping that they don't, of course. Right, getting through the questions here. There we go. We are away. We'll have the action zones up because we are the only game going on because it's Spain. I mean, I guess a draw wouldn't be a terrible result for us. The one thing we don't want to do is obviously lose it and have to go to the Bernabeu and win later in the season. That's something that we want to avoid. It's been probably looking at it a cagey start, I would say. Just looking through their team, they don't seem to have an awful lot of new players from the start of the game. There's 1 or 2 in that starting lineup. Here's De Ligt out to Emerson. Driving run from the right back. He's going unchallenged here. Oh, what? What? I guess he just kind of ran out of legs, didn't he? But it's just the start of the highlight. And it's carrying on now with Bernardo Silva and Alenya. Lovely ball to Emerson. Alenya again. Oh, he's done really well. And clipped the bar, I think. On the way over. Perfectly set up for him on his left foot, wasn't it? Here's Caqueret. Oh, he's missed his header. Murillo's in. And scores! Get in! Sorry, that was a bit aggressive, wasn't it? It's Real Madrid, it's the Clasico. I'm pumped for this. Horacio Murillo's 16th goal of the season. Caqueret hit it forward long. And you just see there, the number 15, I'd be guessing a fullback. He missed his header. And Murillo does not miss one-on-ones. He is phenomenal at them. And we have scored with our first shot on target. Get in. Come on. Alenya plays it forward. Bernardo Silva. Good tackle on him, but Emerson backing up. Gives it back to Alenya. Bernardo Silva to Caqueret. Oh, it opened up for a minute there. What a block that was. Bodies on the line stuff. Cucurella dances round and the header over from Pedri. Oh. Yeah. Pedri starting this game ahead of Kai Havertz, which is incredible. But Pedri's been phenomenal this season. He really has. So he deserves a chance in a game like this. Caqueret and Alenya in central midfield, which doesn't really sound like it should be the midfield for a Clasico. But as Bert commented on the last episode, Alenya just deserves a bit of game time. He's never let me down when he's played. You are not given a foul for that. He's given a foul for that. I think 2 of them went in on whoever it was, to be fair. Eden Hazard steps up and scores, and it's 1-1, and it's an away goal for the head-to-head for Real Madrid. And it's an undeserved equaliser, you've got to say. We've had 8 shots, including that wonderful one from Alenya that went off the top of the bar. Going to drop a little get creative in there now, I think, because they're all looking motivated, so I don't really need to demand more at the minute. Just maybe give them a little bit of a confidence boost, I guess. Really need Bernardo and, well, that 3 behind Murillo. I really need them in the game. Just for some reason, it's just not really happening at the minute. And we're not getting our shots on target either. Right, I am going to demand more now because I would like to get us in the lead before the break. If I could. Doesn't look like it's going to happen though. So it might be a little bit of a dressing down at half-time here. We've not done enough in front of goal. 13 shots, only 3 on target. That's just not good enough. And do you know what? I'm going to get aggressive as well. And that has fired them up. That was a bit risky. Carlos Alenya's probably not going to survive the match. Probably would be, I guess, looking on the bench. Maybe Ricky Puig. I think Palacios could play there as well in that deep line role. I mean, I could move Caqueret across into that role as well, but he seems to play better as a box-to-box, even though he's not natural in that position. He seems to register his best performances when playing as a box-to-box, so maybe leave him as he is. Oh, he's lost out there. but he's won it back. He overran it there a bit, didn't he? Palambi, or whatever his name is. And De Ligt clips it forward. Bernardo Silva in field to Alenya. Kakare, first time ball is cut out. Thumped forward. And Moussa Dembele is in. And Ederson makes the save. Rodrigo is on for Real Madrid. Kroos takes the corner. Big header away from Jorge Cuenca. Cleared to the edge of the box. Tolisso. Right, end of highlight. Of course it is. It was always going to be. Get creative. Oh, have we got a free kick right on the edge here? Bernardo Silva, what a chance. Oh, and what a strike from Bernardo Silva on the hour mark. 13 goals for the season now for the Portuguese genius, Bernardo Silva. Wonderful hit. Wonderful, wonderful hit. Our most extravagant signing of the series of whatever it was, 140 odd million that we paid. Was it even a club record potentially? I'm curious now. Let's have a look. 179 million. Yes, it was by far and away a club record signing. And he's just been phenomenal. He really has. Right, Carlos Alenya coming off. It's telling me to bring Palacios on. He looks perfect for the role, so we're going to do it. Dani Olmo's not really done an awful lot, so we'll maybe bring on the pace of Ansu Fati. I normally do. I've started giving team talks to subs, and I forgot to do it there. That's annoying. Never mind. Couple of their players overwhelmed by the feedback. Funnily enough, Fatih Terim is still the Real Madrid manager. He's been there for about 4 years now. It's absolutely incredible. Well, I saw them appoint him, and I thought, right, he's going to last 6 months. As Rodrigo dances all the way through, and Ederson again steps up with a huge save. And I mean, we've had more shots. We've had way less of the possession, and they've had all the clear-cut chances. So the expected goal, that crap, XG, what the hell is that shit? Apologies. It's just, yeah, I hate that XG. It's rubbish. They've had some clear-cut chances, is what I'm saying. As Pedri smashes one against the post. Time for that final change. Oh, do I close this out? Pedri's going to come off, I think. The thing is, we've got the... I mean, we'll get into it in a second at the end of this video. But we've got the Super Cup coming up, and I think it's next. I think we have the winter break, come back for a game, and then jet off to Dubai or wherever it is this Supercopa is. And we've got that coming up next, and I'm sure it's next. But we'll have a look at that in a second. As we're into stoppage time, looks like it's going to be maybe a season-ending win for us here. Absolutely no nerves for this match. Absolutely none. Little fist bump. We've not been good enough, but we've got the win. That's all that matters. We have got the win. And I am going to say that was a bit of a let-off. And we have to step things up against better opposition. That's a dig. That is a dig. I'm happy with that though. Look, the smile. I'm really happy with that. It's a win, it's a win, it's a win. Bernardo Silva scored again. Horacio Murillo scored again. We're 11 points clear. We're still unbeaten in the league, approaching the halfway stage. And it just couldn't be going any better. Plus 50 now on the goal difference is just ridiculous. So yeah, the next episode is just going to be Barcelona. The next time I come back for a episode with both of them is probably going to be the 4th of February, my eldest birthday, funnily enough, when we take on Valencia at Mestalla, and I can't remember who Juve have got, but it's a decent game as well, I think, in Serie A. So that will be the next dual episode. The next episode, though, will just be Barcelona, because hopefully we'll have the semi-final and the final of the Supercopa. So yeah, if you did enjoy that, guys, smash the like button. That's a huge, huge thing. Subscribe as well. Click the bell to turn on the notifications. As always, jump in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. And in the description as well for the link to the Sporting Club series. And I will see you very soon for the Supercopa. Thank you very much for watching.